So this week has been fun, very fun, but before we get into that, let's ground. This is my room. This is my wall of posters and printouts because I didn't have a poster of the Starship Enterprise, and that was upsetting for me. This is the other wall of posters, full of movie posters and an Elvis poster, which I bought after reading Twist and Shout, because I somehow thought that I really just needed to cry on a daily basis, and that was a great plan for me. Oh, and that is where I found my Weeping Angel figurine after I came home from my convention this weekend. Normally it goes up there, see where I've got my TARDIS and my Dalek, which I just cut out of the shop, but yeah, there it is up there. And it somehow got across the room, which I did not discover until I was falling asleep early this morning when I got in. So that was exciting. I'm barely certain my younger brother did it, but, you know, up in the air technically. So please ignore the severe bedhead I've got going on, but basically I'm Vi. This is the video blog that I'm going to be running, and I do have a question for you that came into my inbox anonymously. Let's find out what... Are the mice still there, or are you enjoying your mini pizzas in peace? Okay, so for those of you who were not present, I had a duel with the mice in my kitchen a couple weeks ago. It was very early in the morning, I think it was over winter break, and I was hungry, and I couldn't go into the kitchen because I heard the mice in there, and they freaked me out, and I didn't want to be in there because there were mice, and there was an RC car, and it was really early, okay, except that. And I wasn't really making sense because it was 3 o'clock in the morning about. There's a link to the stuff in there somewhere. Check the mini pizzas tag on my blog. And that's really weird that I have a tag for that. But the mice some of them are still there, some of them are not. We found these little stickier things that are like the little boxes, and they run and they get stuck on the glue, and then I don't really know what happens after that because I put my dad in charge of that. He is in charge of getting rid of all mice in the house in February. It's February now. He's in charge of that. But that didn't work at all because we apparently have super genius mice inhabiting my home. So we moved on to rat poison. Now I can feel that there's somebody out there who's going to be very upset over the fact that there's poison there. I wasn't overly thrilled, but I mean, what am I supposed to do at that point? It's unhealthy to have them in here. My parents were in charge of it. I didn't have a say in the matter. What are you going to do? If I had a say in the matter, I would be in an apartment. Mice would not be my problem. But we're living in a 50-year-old house, so mice are my problem. There's a field right behind us. Of course, they're going to come in. So we have these little blue pellets now that are out like all over the kitchen counters. So most of the mice are gone, but every now and then you'll hear some of the smarter ones are still there. These mice are brilliant and pretty much run the house at this point in my life, which is a little weird. But thankfully, they're not in my room, so I don't have to worry about it there. But just in the kitchen, which does get in the way of my mini pizza makings in the middle of the night. And I actually haven't had those in a while. Might want to have some mini pizzas now, thanks. Like, I didn't just eat like 2 sandwiches. Thank you. Now I'm hungry. Other than that, so I mentioned earlier that I went to a convention, and I actually went to the Missouri Junior Classical League convention down in Columbia. And it's mostly a lot of, private schools, preparatory schools. There was like St. Louis University High School, Pembroke, and all of these are like, you have to pay to be there, and you have to apply, and it's really exclusive. And I attend a public school, and we're really poor. Like, really poor. So that was fun. I took second. This is the little medallion I got. I took second in the costume contest, and I know I promised I was going to post photos of that, and I will get around to it. It's just they're on my phone and not on my laptop. But see, it's little... You probably can't read this because it's reversed, but it says Missouri Junior Classical League 2014 costume, female EOS. Second place. I made my own wings, which most of you were around for that. That was really fun and impressed them a lot. But even more impressive is the fact that I took first in the state mythology exam. So, like, we had to take these little tests, and I didn't take the Latin one because unlike St. Louis University, Pembroke, and St. Teresa's, they don't teach Latin in my school. They have not taught Latin since 3rd grade. they taught Spanish in like middle school, and I took that, and I took a couple years of French, but I don't know what a declension is in English, much less in Latin, so did not take that test because I knew I wouldn't do well. I did take the mythology exam though, and clearly I did really well. Level 4, which is the highest they can reach, and I beat the other schools, so I'm pretty proud of that. Otherwise, it's been kind of a quiet week for me. Not a whole lot going on. Scholar Bowl went really well. We did our quads. We competed against 3 other high schools and won all 4 of those. 3 of those. 3 competitions, because there are 4 schools. I can do math, I promise. I swear. I really can't. But yeah, so I know I said this was going to be about 10 minutes long, but this is probably going to be a shorter one because there weren't any questions. But if you have a question, put it under the comments. Send it as a reply. Drop it in my inbox. Anonymous is on for a reason, and it's not so you can be a dick. So be polite. Be super nice, because I am, in fact, very sensitive. And when people say nice things, I get really happy. But when people say mean things, I get very, very sad. So be nice. Don't be mean. And that's probably the most of my bedroom you will ever see, so don't get used to it. You will be seeing a lot of these posters. You will not see any of anything over there, and certainly nothing behind the screen, because my room is a mess. Also, I'm a senior in high school, so things are pretty crazy, which is why I update Sunday nights, because that's when I'm procrastinating on my homework. Which is weird, because I don't actually have any due tomorrow, I don't think. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Should probably go do that.